We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danan astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Law is so simple and yet so wonderful. Just the idea that he'd be like willing to entertain this conversation and learn art if he's going to be fed. Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you, Law. I needed a good laugh right before this. Alright, here we go.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Shield and
Stop hitting me with that whatever it is you're hitting me with. This one right here is doing it.
Here I come! Hands in the wind! Air thrust!
Eternal devastation!
A whirling struggle!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
First!
Alright, so I feel a level of justification right now that I probably don't deserve, but I don't care. Because I did suggest quite a while ago that the red woman might be an indication that there is another race on Renan, and that perhaps the people on Lenegis were being controlled by yet another third race. And that it may even be possible that the Renans and Danans are the same people. They're separated for some reason.
Glacial
I'm not a fan of this fight so far. Pretty good though. Just because I'm not a fan of it doesn't mean it's not a good fight. I like the fight. I just don't like the fight. It's a little hard to swallow everything that's going on right now.
You'll pay for that!
Going in.
You picked the wrong fight!
Fight left in me.
Guardian Field!
Lightning orb! Raging cascades!
Eternal devastation!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Hurricane Speed!
A wailing beam of lightning! In here!
Tiger Blade!
I'll be
Radiant
saving
Incineration wave!
Ready!
This one's
Here,
mine.
let me help.
First
I owe you one.
I think I'd like this fight a little more if each one of them had a separate health meter, so that I could kill the really annoying one. Although I don't really know anymore which one's really annoying one any longer, if I'm being honest.
Going in. Radiant Pierce!
Try harder!
Oh, wow.
Back into the fray!
Annihilation!
Switch to oven!
Sleep now.
Finish with that trowel!
Raging
Eternal
cascades!
devastation!
Oh, I should definitely point this out. I am so happy that,
Winds of heaven! Cyclone!
Eternal devastation!
like, I can't even express how happy I am that we're not fighting
Illuminate the dark!
Their arcs were interrupted!
Holy light! A chain between heaven and earth!
Going in!
Eternal
A
devastation!
wailing...
First Tiger Blade!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I felt for a while that he was still alive somehow. I'm just really glad that even though he was alive, he was not, like, still an enemy.
I'm ready to
Because he's such a bad enemy. He's such a bad villain.
Devastation!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Vacuum blade!
Freeze lancer!
I'm going in!
Rain down and
What was that noise?
I owe you one for that.
Creeped me out so much.
I can do this!
Look sharp!
I'll heal you all!
Vacuum blades!
Healing circle! In here!
Incineration wave!
I'll be saving this
Power.
house! Lightning!
Lunar
Down!
arc.
Eternal
Flame!
devastation!
Reload!
On guard!
There!
Chain between heaven and
On
earth!
guard!
A wailing beam!
On guard! Smash the pieces! Need to pull myself together.
A chain between heaven and earth! Annihilation! A wailing
Incineration
beam of
wave.
lightning!
Will this help?
Divine
Eternal
savior!
devastation.
Blah, 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 magic air!
Look sharp!
Eternal devastation! Stay away from my friend!
Here's the evil!
Hurricane!
Freeze lancer!
Hurricane Strike!
I'll bring
Look
you back
sharp.
from death to death!
Switch to oven! Will this help?
I've still got some fight left in me! Healing circle!
Going in!
Eternal
Thanks,
devastation!
Shield.
Maybe I should... Well, I don't know. He's doing okay.
Hurricane Strike! Glacial
Incineration
Spear!
wave!
Putting in,
Air thrust! A chain between heaven and earth!
Eternal
I don't feel like I need to switch in both ways.
In here! By the power of
Oh.
ready! Finish without a trace!
Shield and face!
Sealed! Explosion! Saving this one!
There!
Burning strike! Raging storm! More where that came from! I'll heal you all!
Lion
Celestial hammer! I'm
Eternal
healing
devastation!
Going in! Ah!
There!
Back into the fray! Look sharp! Igneous
Raging
discharge!
Eternal devastation!
Blow light!
Pound!
Here,
Let me help you, heaven and earth. First aid! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine speed!
Incineration wave!
Hurricane Pierce! This one's mine!
We're pretty close now.
Thanks!
Hurricane Mega Ray!
Going in! Downfall! Here's a healing arc!
Eat
How
you!
about this?
Here's a raging cascade!
I could do without this pain!
Corruption! Magic is
Vacuum
down!
blade!
Freeze
No, no, no,
laser!
no.
You get to guess! Air
No
drop!
zapping me with the lasers.
Hurricane
No zapping me with the lasers.
Need to pull
In here.
myself together.
I'll be saving this one!
By the
Close
power
one.
of water! Here
Well, they're
goes.
getting desperate now.
Hurricane Strike!
Annihilation!
Look sharp!
Eternal devastation!
Burning strike! Raging storm! More with that
I can't heal you forever!
Eternal devastation!
Photon flux! Magic is amped! Air
Burning
blast!
meteor!
Light astral!
Incineration wave!
Mega Ray!
Raging cascade!
Igneous
Feel like we've got
discharge!
this.
Incineration wave!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Gemini Alpha!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Sealed!
Eternal
From the
devastation!
stockpile! Here's a healing arc! Stars of light!
Eternal
Rain down!
devastation!
Purify!
Igneous discharge!
Vacuum blade!
I'll heal you all!
Vacuum
Make
blade!
it rain!
Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'll heal you all!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alphen, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean... Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
It's too late. We can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am...
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renasalma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renasalma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
So, I want to go ahead and say first, I'm really glad we're not fighting Volron again. I'm going to say second, that did absolutely nothing to redeem him, in my opinion, as a character particularly as a major villain character. So he mistreated... I mean, I figured out before they told us that he was a Danon and that he was a slave and stuff, but him doing that to other Danons doesn't make me hate him anymore or feel any more contempt for him in any way at all. Like, I just don't care. Because while it is more... The problem with Ballrun since day one has been they have just tried to pile on, like, I feel like there's this person just shoveling stuff on Ballrun and they're going like, we'll just make him super cool and super hardcore and super evil, and he's able to like use all these sword skills, and he's a sovereign, and he's super mean, and he just likes messing with people, and he's just, you know, and like all these things that like they think make him hateable and cool. Like they're trying to create this like super cool, hateable bad guy that you just want to like see as your rival and stuff, and it never works because the one thing they don't give him ever is a motivation. We still don't know why he does any of the stuff he does. Like, other than when he told us he was bored. And I'm sorry, I know some people think it because this character shows up in a lot of RPGs, unfortunately. But a bad guy that does things because he's bored is not an interesting bad guy. I don't care how you package him. I do think it's ironic that almost every time this bad guy shows up, he's just generic bored bad guy. Every time he shows up, he's the same thing too. It's every single time. He's like super evil, great swordsman, creepy good looks. Like I don't know how to call. Like he's kind of like Bishonen-y, but in a creepy way. Doesn't talk much. Doesn't tell you anything. Doesn't have a reason to, because at the end of the day, he's just bored. I'm so bored, so I'm super evil. I'm sorry, that's just not a motivation. It just doesn't work. It's never a good enough reason. It's never... There's nothing to latch on to. Boredom does not make your character intriguing. It does not make me want to fight your bad guy. It doesn't make me relate to them. It doesn't make me sympathetic to them. It doesn't make me despise them. It doesn't make me anything. I don't care at all about them because they don't care enough to have a reason to do anything. It sucks. Please, I am begging you, developers of RPGs and stories in general, stop writing this character. They suck. I'm sick of dealing with them.